Hello everybody, today's lesson is about argumentative essay. If we look closely at the picture in this slide, we would see two figures pulling in two opposite directions and the phrase, "Why I'm right." What does this imply? It simply implies that each one of them is trying to pull the other to his side and convince him of his point of view or stand. How do you think one would be able to change the other person's stand and pull him to his side? Well, this is done through showing that the opposing argument is based on an insufficient claim, is partially correct, or is completely wrong, and through displaying strong reasons that support your position. Based on this, what do you think an argumentative essay is? An argumentative essay is a genre or a type of writing in which the author investigates a topic, collects, generates, and evaluates a position on the topic that he or she wants clearly to communicate to the reader. Unlike persuasive writing that focuses on the author's opinion, argumentative writing is a bit more balanced. It shows both sides of the coin, that is, weighing both sides of the issue. An argumentative writer has his or her own opinion to represent, along with producing ample evidence on the opposing side as well.
How can we write an argumentative essay? Just like any other essay, an argumentative essay has three parts: an introduction, which is made of one paragraph, a body part, which has at least two paragraphs, and the conclusion, which is made of one paragraph. And each part serves a purpose. In the case of an argumentative essay, we have to display two different arguments, convincing our reader of our position and refuting the opposing one. For this reason, we need at least three body paragraphs in the body part. We need at least two to support our position, be it with or against, and one body paragraph to display the opposing argument and refute it, or argue against it through showing that it is based on an insufficient claim, that it is partially correct, or that it is completely wrong. But what is the strategy or method that you can follow to prepare an argumentative essay? Well, the first step is to prepare a T-chart with the pros and cons that support and refute the topic. Let's take euthanasia or mercy killing as an example.
We will both take sides here. Are you with euthanasia, Batul?
No, I'm totally against the idea, Rania.
Why are you against it?
It violates one's right to live.
Why should this person live if he is suffering from debilitating pain? If euthanasia can relieve one from pain and agony, why not go for it instead?
Do you think you are more merciful than God? By doing this, you'd be defying God's sovereignty. God is the one who granted us this life, and He has the sole right to take it.
But you tend to forget the physical, mental, and emotional suffering of those around as well. The patient's family members who are being heartbroken as they see their loved one fading away in too much pain before their eyes. And what about the medical expenses and the lack of sufficient hospital beds for patients who have a better chance of recuperating?
You're right. But it has slipped your mind that promoting and legalizing euthanasia would pave the way and lead to involuntary euthanasia, where doctors and medics who have pledged to save lives would decide to take lives without even being asked to, claiming that the patient has begged for it, hence depriving the patient of any chance to recover.
Now, after filling in the T-chart, you have to take a stand and choose two strongest points to support it, and the strongest point that supports the opposing argument to refute it. Now that you have brainstormed, taken a stand, and chosen the two strongest points that support your position, and the strongest point that supports that of the counter-argument, it's time to prepare your introductory paragraph. What should your introductory paragraph include? It should include a hook, which could be a quotation, a series of questions, a definition, shocking facts, and statistics, etc. In addition to the explanation that follows. You then narrow down to reach the lead-in sentence, which links the hook to the thesis statement. In the case of argumentative essay, you can use this lead-on in all argumentative essays. This topic has proven to be rather juicy and controversial, igniting two opposing points of view. Finally, we have the thesis statement, which also has a specific format. If you are for, you would start with, although some argue that, then you write the counter and opposing argument, you then use the word because, and the strongest idea in the columns, followed by a comma. Then you mention your opposition, or one cannot help but disagree. You then use since to mention the two controlling ideas that support your stand, and you mention the reasons, reason 1, 2, 3, because you are with. On the other hand, if you are against, you start with, although some argue that, then you state the opposing claim, plus because, then you support it with the strongest idea in the prose, then you state your position along with the pieces of evidence, and you might use 2 to 3 reasons to support your claim.
To see how it's done, check the following introductory paragraph. Based on the title, Beauty or the Beast, one can deduce that the text is mostly about two options or opinions related to beauty and ugliness. If you notice, the author begins with a catchy hook. This is followed by a lead-in sentence. Finally, you have a thesis statement. In the thesis statement, the counter-argument or opposing argument is cosmetic surgeries are essential, and it is with cosmetic surgeries. Their strongest point is boosting one's self-confidence. My position is against cosmetic surgeries. My two strongest points are the fact that it's highly expensive and the fact that it has fatal health complications.
By now, you must have noticed that there is a formula that you could use in an introductory paragraph, whether you are for or against.
After having written our introductory paragraph, we developed the body part. Now, as we've already mentioned, you should have at least 2 body paragraphs that support your position and 1 body paragraph for the counter-argument and refutation. You have 2 options for the arrangement of the body paragraphs. In option 1, the first 2 body paragraphs should include your strongest points followed by the counter-argument and refutation paragraph, or vice versa in option 2.
In each body paragraph, we need to begin with a topic sentence, followed by supporting sentences. Still, the structure of the counter-argument and refutation paragraph is special and requires a lot of attention while developing it. For you would have to mention the opposing argument and support it, and then refute it within the same paragraph through showing that they are wrong, are partially correct, or that their argument is based on an insufficient claim. So, the counter-argument and refutation would abide by the following structure that you have in this slide.
To see how the body paragraph could be developed, let's check the following body paragraphs in Beauty or the Beast. Now here, as you can see, the first sentence is the topic sentence, which displays the main idea or controlling idea that supports my position. This is followed by supporting sentences. Same applies to the second body paragraph, where the author begins with the topic sentence followed by supporting sentences and details. Here, the first sentence introduces the opposing argument and its strongest point. The author then mentions supporting ideas for this notion. The shift is evident when he uses the transition, however. This word helps readers know that the author is about to start refuting or arguing against the opposing argument. Kindly note that as you refute, you should do so by addressing the strongest point in the opposing argument. Don't deviate from arguing against the points they have mentioned to support their argument.
Finally, we have the concluding paragraph, which is supposed to serve at least three functions. The first function that a conclusion serves is restating the thesis statement using different words. Then, the author can state a final opinion, give a piece of advice, suggest solutions, present a futuristic vision, open a new horizon, or make recommendations. Now, let's see how this is applied in this paragraph.
To demonstrate your understanding of an argumentative essay, you are asked to develop the following prompt. As you do so, you can refer back to the T-chart we have displayed here. Thank you.